Hey guys, so I wanted to post at least one video a week, and the interviews that I have set up, well, they're not exactly set up yet, but the upcoming interviews that I have are not set up yet, so I decided to tell a story of my own. I don't know if anybody's ever had scoliosis that you know, or if you've had it personally. Seems like when I was around the age of 12 or 11, somewhere around there, that they started testing girls for it in school because it's more common in girls. Um, what they basically do is call you down to the office or to the nurse's office, and they would have you bend over and they would use something like a credit card to kind of to test like the curvature of your spine, which is what scoliosis is. It's the curvature of the spine. And it turned out that I did have it. So they had me go to a doctor. When I went to the doctor, they did x-rays of my back and whatnot. And it turned out that I had kind of a spine that was shaped kind of like a question mark. So I think because I was so young, they decided to try and fix it with a brace. So I had to go in and they did a mold. It goes like around your rib cage down to like your lower hips. So they made a cast of that, and it was this really hard plastic brace, and it like would tighten up in the back. So I had to wear that. It seems like it was for about a year. Was not comfortable. It was very hot, especially in the summertime. And in being a preteen or a young teen, it was really embarrassing for me. I'd always wear big hoodies and stuff, and if someone happened to feel it, they'd be like, "Oh, what do you got in their books?" Or, kids are weird. But so yeah, that wasn't fun at all. They had said that if it didn't get better, my next option would be surgery, which I really didn't want. That freaked me out. Actually, I remember telling one of my friends that if they tried to get me to do the surgery, that I'd kill myself. Obviously, being a teenager, I was dramatic and didn't want a surgery. I didn't want the brace. I didn't want to be different. So, anyways, I went back to the doctor after, the trial with the brace, and it hadn't gotten any better. So they decided that surgery was our next best option. So what they do is they have these titanium rods. They're about this long. There's two of them. They go on each side of your spine, so one's lower and one's higher, and basically just hold your spine straight. So I have a scar all the way down my spine. They did the surgery. I don't know how, it seems like I was maybe in the hospital 3 or 4 days. I was up and walking the same day of my surgery. The worst part, I would say, was being out of school. I was out of school for about 3 months. And I feel like we were maybe learning pre-algebra or something in math where, there's all these different steps to it. And I remember when I started it, I was like, oh yeah, I get this, da, da, da. And then I was gone for 3 months. I come back and it was like I was lost. And so that was really hard. Because school never really came easy to me anyways. So having that big break, and, my mom didn't really know my schoolwork and whatnot. So I had a ton of schoolwork at home, and coming back was hard. That friend that I had actually told that I was going to kill myself if I had the surgery, well, we had drifted apart, had a fight or something, and we hadn't been friends for a while. And she had heard that I had had the surgery, and I remember it may have been like a week or so after I'd had the surgery, and she came over to my house, and it seems like she brought me flowers or something and a note and gave me a big old hug, and was like, almost tearful when she came to the door. And like, what is her deal, And I mean, I was happy to see her because we were best friends, but we hadn't, been for a while. And she had remembered what I'd said, and it really had freaked her out when she found out that I was going to have that surgery. And so watch your words, watch what you say, because I may have been serious at the moment when I said it, but probably mostly being dramatic. So, but it was really sweet of her to come and make amends with me after saying something so stupid. Um, so as far as the surgery went, I feel like it really helped me out. If I didn't have the surgery, I probably would have walked like with one shoulder higher, one lower, and kind of walked to the side. So definitely this is a better option. You may see people that have it, sometimes they'll have like a hunchback, so they'll kind of lean forward and kind of have like that, it comes in all sorts of different forms, but they told me that I'd probably get arthritis at a really young age. I'm not really young. I just had my 40th birthday, so I would say I don't have arthritis. I think if I stand for a long time, my lower back will ache a little bit, but nothing terrible. I'm a runner. I kind of run a lot. Okay, not really a lot, not compared to some of my friends, but I run a good amount, and it doesn't really bother me. Sometimes, a little bit of lower back pain, but nothing too bad. So if this is something that you're going through or something that somebody else is going through, it was a really good option for me. Everybody's bodies and whatnot are different, but really there's been no other side effects. I went skydiving, was fine. Bungee jumping, I mean, it really hasn't held me back from anything. So that's my story of scoliosis. I have my brother who has graciously agreed to interview with me. He's going to talk about an eye thing that he has. I don't even know what to call it. I was going to call it a disease, but I don't know that it's a disease, but it's keratoma, I believe is how you pronounce it. And so I'm going to be hooking up with him and talking about that. I have another really good one that's coming up. But I'm not going to tell you anything about it yet. We're going to make the final arrangements this weekend. But keep watching. We should have new videos, or I should have new videos because nobody else here with me. At least weekly, if not once or twice a week. Just make sure that you're liking and sharing and following. So thanks for watching.